Hi, once again this is Carala Ficklin, C-A-R-R-A-L-A, Ficklin, F is in food, I-C-K-L-I-N.com, or Welcome Network, Welcome, W-Y-L-C-O-M-E, network.com, or iStudyGuides.com. And I'm back here giving you a general idea of what we have available at our different sites at welcomenetwork.com or coralaficklin.com. You go into one site and you will see what's available on all our different sites. So I thought I would just look at one of the areas that we have available, and is looking at the difference between British English and American English. Now, I tend to think that people in the UK, in the United Kingdom, are much more familiar with American English than vice versa. That is, that people in the UK are much more familiar with how Americans speak English than Americans being familiar with how people in the UK or in Australia or in Jamaica or in South Africa, speak English. One reason is mass media. I can remember when I saw the movie The Full Monty, I had no idea what The Full Monty was. I just thought it was a title of a movie, and I didn't know for many years that bloody, like if someone calls you a bloody idiot, that bloody is not as strong as it used to be. But it used to be the word bloody in British English was close to cursing, saying something extremely inappropriate. I think it's still inappropriate. So what I thought I would do is, I'm going to have to look at my computer, which is right beside me. What I'm going to do is give you some examples. Now this is basically for native speakers. Native speakers of American English, and see that even though we understand the words, because it's English, so we understand the words, but that doesn't mean you understand what it means. So let me give you some expressions, and then I'm not going to give you the answers. Go check it out. Go check it out in the Oxford Dictionary, or go online, or come to coralaficklin.com or welcomenetwork.com to find out the answer. So here's some British English that most Americans who are unfamiliar with British English probably wouldn't understand. Do you understand what it is to adopt? A-D-O-P-T, to adopt a candidate. Do you understand what action replay is? How about Adam and Eve? Now Adam and Eve, that is Cockney rhyming slang. Also Adam and ant, that's Cockney rhyming slang. How about to add ones to Pinworth? I think I pronounced that right. The spelling is P-E-N-N, then apostrophe O-R-T-H. And apostrophe looks like it would take what should have been there, or what had been there before was the W. So it's like Pinworth. But I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, because if I've never heard it pronounced before, I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Let's see. Let me give you something. Let me give you something else. Right now, what I'm looking at, when I'm looking over this side, I'm looking at my computer with all the different expressions that we have available. But frankly, some of these expressions, I know what they mean now because I've done research and because I was in Britain. But frankly, it's not familiar English with me, and I never use it over here in the United States, or as you say, the States. To act it, to be a struggle that goes against the collar. These are all British expressions. To be an apple core. Now, to be an apple core is Cockney rhyming slang. To be an apple pie order. Now, I know that's not just in British English, it's also in Australian English, and also in Australian English to be apples. Let me give you a couple more things. Do you know what Barney is? Barney, B-A-R-N-E-Y. Let me see, because I have some vulgar expressions, but I'm not going to put that out there. Do you know what a bell is? A bell? Can you believe it? It's a telephone. That's a bell. It's either a telephone or it can also be a call, right? So you can, I guess you can tell somebody, give me a bell, as you would say, give me a call. A bird. I remember one time I saw an old film about the Beatles, and I think it was John Lennon. He was talking about his bird, not his bird, you know, like a bird. No, he was talking about his girlfriend, and he was talking about birds like women. You never say that over here. We have, I mean, in the United States, I shouldn't say over here. Let me see. Do you know what it is to have a blonde moment? Blonde is B-L-O-N-D-E, which is an insult to someone who's blonde. And in American English, you say you have a senior moment. Let me give you about two more. A Chaz or Chase in Dave, or it's spelled C-H-A-S. Now they could pronounce it Charles or Chase in Dave, and that's Cockney rhyming slang. So a Dave is a shave. Okay. A chopper is a, I'm not speaking of the vulgar meaning. A chopper is a helicopter. We say that in American English also. Okay, a dickie, which that word in American English you have to be very careful with, although it does have a standard meaning. It's a shirt in British English. I like this one. A dog and bone. That's Cockney rhyming slang for phone. So if you're going to answer the bone, you're going to answer the phone. Okay. A dog in. I like that. I would not have understood that at all. A dog in is a cigarette butt. You know, after you smoke the cigarette, the part that's left, the cigarette butt. Okay, and I'm going to give you one more. A dolly bird. An American would not understand that at all. Who's never been to the UK would not understand that at all. A dolly bird is a heavily made up, attractive woman. So a woman who's considered already attractive who has a lot of makeup on. Let me give you one more. Now this is South African. One of the few South African expressions that I have. Quite a few, but not in this particular page. A dop. D-O-P. And that's an alcoholic drink. I'll be back to talk about more things that we have available at CoraliaFicklin.com, WelcomeNetwork.com, iStudyGuides.com, and at Explain, but let me spell Explain for you. A-S-K, I get it, ask, and then plain, P-L-A-I-N.com. So I'll be back to give you more information about things that about aspects of the language we have available.